Right now, down to 1 dose. A new study could change how many shots some folks need to be fully vaccinated.
Plus, a deep dive into police training. We'll take a look at how things have changed at local departments.
We're tracking that weekend forecast along with when the showers and thunderstorms could return to the 608.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Friday, April 2nd. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
Just a day away from the Easter weekend. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide. Chris Reese has a gorgeous Easter weekend in store, by the way.
It does not get much better, literally, than what he has in store for us on Saturday and Sunday. So stick around for that.
We will check in with him in just about 10 minutes. But first, a new study shows that 1 dose of the vaccine may be just as good as 2 for people who were previously infected.
So researchers report now that people who have recovered from COVID can get as strong an immune response from just 1 dose of coronavirus vaccine as the general population gets after 2 doses. The research team monitored antibody levels of more than 1,000 healthcare workers who'd been vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine. Their finding lends support to earlier research that found vaccination boosts the effect of immune response to natural infection. It also could potentially stretch the vaccine supply of people who've been infected just need 1 dose. That would, of course, free up some more vaccine. The FDA says it's also okay to squeeze another dose out of Moderna's vaccine vials. The dose can now be extracted with the right type of syringes and needles. The direction for healthcare workers comes in a revision to Moderna's emergency use authorization for the vaccine. An FDA spokesperson says this change will, quote, positively impact the supply of Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Vaccination still requires 2 doses, each a month apart. The FDA said last December it was acceptable to squeeze 6 or 7 doses out of Pfizer's 5-dose coronavirus vaccine vials.
Johnson & Johnson says it is still on track to deliver its contracted 100 million doses, and it hopes to do so by the end of May. The company delayed shipments of its vaccine from a manufacturing plant in Baltimore after a mistake spoiled 15 million doses. Millions more are now being tested to make sure they weren't also contaminated.
For U.S. supply, for the supply that we are anticipating through the course of May, we have been assured that that they expect to meet those deadlines.
Meanwhile, the White House urges folks to continue caution when it comes to relaxing social distancing measures. President Biden called out the Texas Rangers in particular for opening their ballpark to full capacity, saying it's not responsible.
6:02 now. Spring break may have helped March become the busiest month for air travel since the pandemic began. New data from the TSA shows the agency screened more than 38 million people last month. TSA saw more than 1 million travelers for 26 days in the month of March. As spring break continues, too, for students across the nation, the CDC is still recommending people not travel. The agency's director warns every time travel escalates, a spike in infections tends to follow.
6:02 your time now. Chris Reese is here with our first warn weather and a beautiful Easter weekend in store. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. I want to take a moment to show you just how temperatures are already trending warmer, especially throughout the western part of the state. In fact, we're 5 degrees warmer in Madison. Check out Viroqua, 10 degrees warmer than they were at this time yesterday. And all the warmth you see out towards the west, that's what's going to work its way eastward as we go throughout your morning. 25 degrees right now. Check out these winds coming out of the south. That southerly wind, folks, that's what's truly going to play in our favor as we go throughout the weekend overall. Clear skies, too. That's going to set the stage for more sunshine. In fact, high-resolution radar should be empty for the next several days at least, before we start to get our next chance for showers and thunderstorms moving into the picture. Here's what we have. It's high pressure that's in control. It's large, it's in charge, and it's really not going anywhere until early next week. So as a result, we're only going to get decorator cloud cover if cloud cover moves on through. Otherwise, it's really blue skies. I always say it. When you see the blue H, think blue skies. We'll see that sunshine around into the afternoon as well. Temperatures will be right around 43 by lunchtime. We will top out around 50 between lunch and 4 o'clock, and then watch what happens as we start to move into the weekend for sure. This is the hour-by-hour forecast. Here's your 50 with those southerly winds out there today. This is tomorrow morning. Even at 4 o'clock in the morning, temperatures only fall down to about the 40-degree mark. Then we start to move into tomorrow by 10:30. We're at 51, 65 as we start to move into tomorrow afternoon. And notice how the model really wants to move things into the mid and upper 70s as we move into your Easter Sunday. I'm not completely sold on that, but I do expect things to be warm as warmer air starts to stream in from the western part of the country. I'm confident enough that I've gone with 72 for your forecast high on Sunday, with perhaps 70 sticking around for Monday and Tuesday next week as well. But the other thing that happens next Monday and Tuesday that could impact our ability to warm up to 70 is we'll see those shower and thunderstorm chances returning to the picture. So it's going to be all about how much cloud cover do we see, or do we get more rays of sunshine into the afternoon between those showers and thunderstorms. If that happens, those low 70s are certainly back before we'll cool down towards the end of next week. We're watching traffic for you guys as always. It's a big Easter weekend. Some folks may be hitting the road, though most of us for Easter typically don't go all that far. Nonetheless, traffic is all good in terms of Dane County, the city of Madison. We are seeing no issues at all this Good Friday morning.
Mr. Reese, thanks for keeping an eye on it. 6:05 now. The Minneapolis police chief is expected to testify today at the Derek Chauvin murder trial. In court yesterday, a retired police sergeant said Derek Chauvin restrained George Floyd longer than what was necessary. He is the first police official to testify that Chauvin may have used excessive force. Prosecutors also called to the stand George Floyd's longtime girlfriend. Her testimony revealed that Floyd was hospitalized after an overdose 2 months before his death, but made a full recovery then. The testimony was part of the prosecution's argument that Floyd's death was caused in part by drugs. An autopsy found fentanyl and methamphetamine in his system. There is an alert in place this morning in Dane County after a spike in overdose cases in the Madison area. Public health officials count at least 4 overdoses in 24 hours. It's not clear what's behind the spike, though it's possible that a mix of street drugs is to blame here. A reminder, you should call 911 if you think someone has overdosed. And if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction issues, we do have resources to get help over on channel3000.com.
In the state, those wishing to become a police officer must go through 720 hours of training in an academy. Of those hours, those 720 hours, Madison police officers spent 90 hours in firearms training, 75 hours in defense and arrest tactics, and 20 on mental health crisis response. In 2020, communities across the country demanded police reform with a focus on mental health response tactics. But our Jamie Perez found that there's more to it than the numbers show.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Is someone better equipped to handle mental health calls than the police? And the answer is yes. And the answer is everyone.
Operator, open up that door!
Everyone together is the best person to handle mental health calls. Not just the police by themselves, not just mental health workers by themselves, not just clinicians or psychologists by themselves, but everyone together.
Newly appointed Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes leads 479 commissioned officers. 6 respond to mental health crisis calls full-time. 42 others are trained liaisons who can assist them when needed. And 3 journey mental health crisis workers are also available to accompany them to these calls. Sarah Henriksen is one of them.
We were to try to just respond out to every mental health related call for service with our 6 mental health officers and 3 crisis workers. There's just no way. We would just be chasing our tails all the time.
As long as officers are involved in the response, Barnes said he wants to make sure his officers are trained for it. Starting this year, MPD officers will be required to go through what's called Integrating Communications, Assessment, and Tactics, or ICAT training, a program that Sun Prairie Police have been using for several years now. Patrol Lieutenant Ryan Cox said it's made a difference in how they respond to calls involving mental health crises.
We try to teach our people to respond and use those threat assessment factors ahead of time so that they're not putting themselves in a bad position that results in a higher level of force.
Just drop it right here, man. I can talk to you. Look, I'm 38 years old. I can relate to you, bro. There's not a thing in this world that I have not dealt with that you probably have dealt with. Okay? At the end of the day, I got kids to go home to. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Relax.
The DOJ is looking at standardizing this training, making it mandatory for all Wisconsin law enforcement.
We're constantly looking at standardizing the training in the state for the crisis intervention teams. And so that is definitely something that we support, and we try to provide funding when we can do that as well.
Troy Egger helps train the Janesville Police Department. He's been working on incorporating mental health crisis response training into more than just the 20 hours required by the state.
So what I'd like to do is I like to teach emotional intelligence when we are talking about mental health. Teach emotional intelligence when we're talking about firearms training and, driving and all those things. Like if you can interweave these soft skills into all the different topics, I think that's really what we have to do it on the academy level.
I think 20 hours is certainly not enough for any police department.
While Wisconsin's required hours of training is actually higher than many states, according to the DOJ, Barnes knows that the 20 hours isn't working for everyone. But MPD does have required training for its officers beyond the academy level.
Do de-escalation, professional communications, scenario instruction, because all of these pieces are encompassing crisis response. We're upwards of 100 hours.
Until funding is available to provide more mental health resources statewide to prevent these types of situations from happening in the first place.
I got cuffs, I got cuffs, I got cuffs. You want to hurt me like No, we don't want to hurt you.
Police say they're working on doing better for the people they serve.
Better students we're going to produce, and the less likely we're going to have issues that we see all the time.
And Cox said if more police departments get on board with doing what they can, where they can, it will result in better outcomes for everyone.
There has to be willingness on both, from a professional side of the police department as well as the people that they serve. They're consumers, they're customers, right? That's who we serve. There has to be both sides that are willing to hear that and learn from it.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
To build trust and increase transparency, the Sun Prairie Police Department wants to start inviting the community to sit in on parts of their officer training. That could happen as soon as next year. Madison Police are looking at something similar as well. Chief Barnes says that anyone with input or feedback should reach out to him directly.
6:11 on your Friday. Coming up, the reason for the season, a new tradition for Easter here in Madison you might be able to get in on.
And coming up in the 608 this morning, we're going to show you how you can support local restaurants this Easter weekend. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. We thank you for that, and we'll be right back in the 608 after this.
Get the Barnes 4-Step Lawn Care Program by scheduling a free consultation with a Barnes licensed lawn care professional. From planting to pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Barnes since 1981. Get started today at barnesinc.net.
Max your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off. Plus, get 4 years free financing and get tax included on purchases over $499. Two-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $899, tax included. Max your tax refund at A1 Furniture.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
Dear Road Rivals, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me, literally. Being named best-selling car in America for the last 19 years means there are just a lot more me's to see. So don't worry, you're not seeing double or triple. It's just me, and me again, and me again. Ciao, Camry.
Right now, you can get $1,250 customer cash on a stylish new 2021 Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture. Top brands on sale. And get tax included on any purchase over $499. Plus, get 4 years free financing with Queen Pillow Top just $349. Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture.
Get the Barnes 4-Step Lawn Care Program by scheduling a free consultation with a Barnes licensed lawn care professional. From planting to pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Barnes since 1981. Get started today at barnesinc.net.
Time right now, 6:14. Chris Reese is here now with your First Warn forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, absolutely. We're watching a beautiful weekend that is going to be in store. Dry and sunny sticks around for us. Temperatures are close to average today, but it's all about that weekend warm-up as we move towards your Easter weekend. Beautiful sunrise starting to take shape for us. We're at 25 degrees. The winds are fairly calm in Madison, but I'll tell you what, when the winds do move, they're going to be out of the south as we go through today. That should help push our temperatures up closer to 50 for your highs this afternoon. In fact, by lunch, we're going to be at 43 degrees. You'll see that expected wind out of the south at about 13. But it's that 10-day temperature trend, and we're focused on this stretch right here. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday will be absolutely fantastic. Temperatures will stay above average, but we will be cooler as we end next week beyond a cold front, along with showers and thunderstorms.
All right, Mr. Reese, thank you very much. 6:15 now. There is a grand opening today for the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. The organization is opening up its new facility on the Capitol Square. The building will serve as a volunteer center and training space for nonprofits. The club says it also plans to use the space to host events, pop-up shops, and work with minority-owned businesses. That's not the only big plan the Boys and Girls Club has scheduled for today. Hundreds of kids also getting Easter baskets delivered to their door.
And our Taylor Lazenby joins us live now with more on how the local business is giving back. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Leah. Good morning. That's right. Metcalf's has partnered with Clausen's Bakery to make Easter baskets for those in need and through the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. Now, they're creating over 400 Easter baskets, and the donation kicks off their grand opening of the new Boys and Girls Club office space in Madison. On Thursday, members of Clausen's and other volunteers met to create those Easter baskets and packed them up with sweet treats from Clausen's, some fresh sugar cookies, and other local items. I spoke with Jenny Sangster, and she says the Boys and Girls Club says this wouldn't have been possible without the community's efforts.
It's just so amazing, the holiday spirit of Easter and everyone coming together to want to help out the community, and just to have everyone come here and be together and want to help out. As just the response was overwhelming. We were very, very lucky.
Well, now that all the baskets have been put together, today is distribution day. So families today can go via drive-by, and all they have to do is go to the Boys and Girls Club locations. And to get more information on that, you can visit our website for more. And plus, the 400 Easter baskets are on a first-come, first-served basis. So it's best to call ahead to make sure that they still have some available baskets left.
All right, Taylor Lazenby, we're going to get on that from, what, 2 to 6 o'clock today, right?
That's correct, from 2 to 6.
All right. Great idea. I love it. Thanks, Taylor. Well, Clausen's Bakery, not the only ones preparing for Easter weekend here in the 608. If you're still trying to think about your family's holiday plans, maybe you're a little anxious about everything you got to cook, there are plenty of options to shop local.
Yeah, leave it to the experts, folks. Josh Sprider is live at Cento in downtown Madison this morning with more. Hi, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, big Easter weekend on tap. Just skip the food and order local. Support our local restaurants, especially this time around, because a lot of restaurants are looking for your support, especially this year. We're at Cento in downtown Madison, and we've got Chef Chris Myers up early with us this morning. Thank you so much for waking up early. I know you were up until like 12:30 last night.
I was. This is a little early for me, but thank you for coming in. It's great to be here with you.
Yeah, we're glad to be here. We know this is a big weekend for you guys. This has been a tough year, but you guys have kind of had to adapt to meet the needs of everyone right now?
Yeah, so we have been open for dine-in service since last May, but it has been a tough year, and we have had to adapt. We have offered a variety of options for people to get our food at home if they're not comfortable coming out to eat yet. You can order our food through Uber Eats. You can order on Eat Street. You can order directly through our website and either pick up or schedule a green cab to come to your house directly with your food hot. And then, of course, for this Easter Sunday, we have our take and bake package, which we have here. So we have had to adapt like a lot of restaurants, but you know, we're optimistic that next year is going to be better. We are really seeing that you know, the community is really supporting restaurants, and we love to see that. You know, we're here for the community. We're here for you guys.
Yeah,
So.
you have the carry out and the take and bake options, but you also have the beautiful space here in the restaurant. You know, you are socially distant. You were talking about you are at 50% capacity, but you're not even able to get to that with the space that you have available, right?
Yeah, so we're allowed to operate at 50% capacity, but we're required to maintain 6-foot distancing between our parties, between the tables, which means that we can't actually fill up to 50%. We are fully COVID compliant. We follow all the rules, our mask mandates and you know, cleaning mandates, that kind of thing as well.
So you've got the options. Talk about what's on the menu specifically this weekend.
Sure. So for our take and bake brunch option, this is a prosciutto and fontina and broccolini strata. It's like an eggy, creamy, decadent mixture. It's got ciabatta baked into it. It's almost like a crustless quiche. And then we have a hash brown here, one of my very favorite things to make. A little mixed green salad with some fennel, white balsamic, some wine poached figs and citrus. And then a smoked salmon platter with hard-boiled eggs and capers, all the kind of accoutrement that you'd want to eat with your smoked salmon. And then a pastry basket of pastries and breads that we make in-house.
You got to have the pastries, right?
You have to have the pastry. You have to have something to eat while the strata is heating up in your oven, right?
Yes. Well, this looks excellent, Chef Chris. Thank you so much for welcoming us in. And guys, coming up here in the next half hour, he's going to dish some of this up. I know we've been waiting for this all morning. I got to give it a shot. I got to give it a try and make you all hungry in studio, and of course, all of you at home. But just remember, shop local this morning or this weekend, and let's support our local restaurants during this Easter weekend.
Josh, you're going to bring back that pastry basket, right?
Hey, yeah, we're going to be bringing this whole thing back, whatever I don't eat. So we'll see how much I consume.
We get so much food from Josh. Thank you very much, Josh. Nice little Friday gift to us.
Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or email him. The address is in the 608 at WISC-TV.com. The men's college basketball tournament is wrapping up in the next few days. What time you'll need to tune in for the Final Four after the break.
And coming up in our next half hour, a massive project to help you travel out of southern Wisconsin. Amtrak expanding? We'll tell you about it coming up.
Sponsored by RG Heating and Air Conditioning, installing train equipment and servicing all brands.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your toddler goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need. Shelter cats and police canines too. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Who doesn't want more? Right now at Steinhafels, the more you buy, the more you save. Start with 35% off store-wide. Then take an extra $100 off when you spend $19.99, $200 off at $29.99, or $300 off at $39.99. Get your patio set for spring and save big with savings up to 50% off. Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Only at Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
Democrats, teachers, and newspapers are lining up to support Jill Underly for state superintendent. The Capital Times says Underly is the right choice. The State Journal says Jill is focused on early childhood education to get ahead of racial and economic achievement gaps. Backed by Tammy Baldwin, Mark Pocan, and the Democratic Party, Jill Underly will do what's best for our kids.
I'm Jill Underley, asking for your vote for state superintendent.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan or for checkups only. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to get your free information kit. Call now.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Welcome back. It may be April now, but we still have a little March Madness left to go.
Yeah, it all comes down to this. The men's college basketball tournament will conclude by Monday night. The final 4 teams will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It's a Lone Star showdown, Leah, between 1-seeded Baylor and 2-seeded Houston.
Is it?
It
all
is.
right. Then at 7:30, 11-seeded UCLA making the underdog push against top-ranked Gonzaga. The winner of the 2 games will go on to play in the national championship Monday night. You can catch all of those games right here on CBS.
We want to hear what you think. We have a poll on channel3000.com right now where you can make your prediction of which teams will make it onto the national championship. Go to the website, click on the March Madness banner, and you'll find the poll and everything else you need to know about the Final Four. Chris Reese, who you got?
You know, I would like to cheer on Houston.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the hometown, so we'll see what happens.
That's fair.
All right, I think Gonzaga's going to take it. It's going to be uneventful. Gonzaga, national champions. I'm calling it. See you right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's time to march into deer season. Get your John Deere 1025R for just $171 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
This month, all waterproof vinyl plank flooring is on sale at Surgenians. We offer the largest Core-Tex selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 18-month financing. Local, sustainable, Surgenians.
I love to equal the playing field. I love to help people and allow them to feel like they are powerful instead of powerless. We're with our clients every step of the way.
Gingras, Thompson & Walks. Step 1. Build a workhorse that works harder. Give it a letter. Then, do it all again. Rethink, redefine, rebuild. Gear it for adventure. Make it sleeker, lighter. Make it tough. The toughest ever. And then, make it a hybrid. Because the only ones who can outwork the workhorse are the ones that built it.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. So we're building our powerful 5G network for the millions of Americans who live outside of New York and LA, like teachers in Madison and small business owners in Rockford. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge for everyone, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
For more
more than a year now, our Pick and Save healthcare providers have worked on the front lines to help test, treat, and comfort our neighbors as part of our 22,000-member Kroger Health Team. And now, we're making our boldest commitment to date. We've increased capacity at all of our pharmacies to deliver 1 million COVID-19 vaccine doses per week, giving greater access to all Americans. Together, we're helping ensure that our better tomorrow begins today.
It's time to march into deer season. Get your John Deere XUV 500 for just $163 per month. Get a John Deere now and power up with Sloan. Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
It is opening day for the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, the history behind their brand new location, and who they plan to help on day one.
Plus, your local library keeping its doors closed a while longer. The decision on when to reopen straight ahead.
Here comes the 70s, here comes the sun. We have a beautiful weekend in store, but we could be setting up for a stormy week as we move into the days ahead.
And later in the 608 this morning, we'll show you where you can get Easter brunch while supporting local this weekend.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us on your Friday. The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is celebrating a big milestone this morning, opening up a brand new facility on the Capitol Square.
Urban Land Interest donated a space on 1 North Pinckney Street to the club, and the space is now going to function as a volunteer center and a training space for nonprofits. The club also plans to work with small minority-owned businesses to host events and pop-up shops.
We are more than thrilled to be a part of this downtown space and be able to provide more essentials to our community. We want to make sure that our downtown community gets to feel our efforts and know that we're here to support and will continue to do whatever we can for this community.
This space has some really cool history, too, a rich history of serving minority groups in Madison. The lot was originally home to the American House Hotel, which was owned and operated by one of Madison's first black businessmen. It burned down in 1868, and the current building on that same lot was built just a few years later. It most recently housed the American Family Dream Bank. To break in the space, the Boys and Girls Club will host an Easter basket giveaway right after the grand opening.
Taylor Lazenby joins us live with how area businesses are partnering with the club to help out some local families. Hey, Taylor.
Hi guys, good morning. That's right. Clausen's Bakery and Metcalf have partnered up with the Boys and Girls Club to create over 400 Easter baskets for kids in Dane County who won't be able to go on their typical egg hunts this year due to COVID. No more than 50 volunteers helped to make this all happen. They got together yesterday at the new Boys and Girls Club county offices to put those baskets together. Now those 400 baskets are filled with goodies from Metcalf's and Clausen's, along with some toys and stuffed animals. I spoke with Jenny Messer-Santek with the Boys and Girls Club that says seeing everyone come together has been an incredible experience.
This gives us some sense of normalcy finally, so it's kind of the light toward the end of the tunnel, and I think Easter is the perfect way for us to kick off the spring and the season.
Now, those 400 Easter baskets are on a first-come, first-served basis after the pre-registered fill-ins have been placed. So, Chris and Leah, you guys want to make sure if you do want to get a basket to call ahead. They say just to make sure basket times run from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And they say it's best to call your local Boys and Girls Club location so you can figure out exactly when's the best time for you to go.
All right, Taylor Lazenby reporting from home this morning. A really cool Easter event going on right now. Thank you, Taylor. So you'll have to wait a little while longer before you can go back to your local library. The Madison Public Library Board is delaying making a decision on whether to reopen the city's 9 branches. The buildings have largely been closed since the start of the pandemic, with the exception of curbside pickup and some limited in-person activities. The proposed plan would have allowed those buildings to open up on the 19th. Now the earliest they could reopen is May 24th.
Looking ahead now, a new Amtrak stop could be coming to Madison. It's part of a massive Amtrak expansion, thanks to President Biden's new infrastructure plan. If the bill goes through Congress, $80 billion would be dedicated to expanding rail, with some perks for our area.
I think this is something that would be fantastic for our economy, for our region, and for our state. So absolutely in favor of this. We are already having conversations, again, both with US DOT and Amtrak, and with other impacted cities.
That's Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway. She says the added line to Madison would link us between Milwaukee and the Twin Cities. Right now, the closest Amtrak station to Madison is in Columbus, about half an hour away. This would be one of at least 30 new lines across the country, with new service also coming to Green Bay and Eau Claire.
I love this. I've always wanted to take a long train ride across the country, and this would make it, you know, this would put a stop right in our backyard, Leah.
Yeah, certainly would help any commuters who are looking to go to Milwaukee, even the Twin Cities. This is great for our economy, I think.
I think it is too. Can't wait. Hope this actually ends up happening.
Indeed.
6:34, checking in with Chris Reese, who is the most popular guy in the building this morning. Hey, Chris.
Well, good morning, folks. The weekend weather that we are getting ready to roll on into is absolutely fantastic. You may need a jacket or coat this morning, but we are almost at the point where you truly have the opportunity to put those by the wayside. Sunglasses are a must this morning, as well as we are seeing the sunshine all day long. In fact, we're planning your day early. We'll be at 43 by 12 o'clock, 48 by 4. Your high today is going to be right around 50. That comes between lunch and 4 o'clock. We're at 25 this morning as you're headed out the door for a lot of spots across the board. Janesville and Monroe at 25, Platteville at 25, and we are at 25 right here in Madison. And thankfully, the wind is not all that much. Otherwise, we'd have a wind chill to discuss. But when the winds pick up later on, they're going to be out of the south. It's a southerly wind flow that we're going to see pretty much all weekend long. That's really going to help those temperatures take off, and take off in a good way. Here's what we have going on. This area of high pressure is large and in charge, slowly sliding its way towards the east. As it slides to the east, it's the clockwise flow around that area of high pressure that sends our winds out of the south. 50 is where we top out for this afternoon. That's right around 3 o'clock. Overnight tonight, with the southerly wind flow and a little bit of cloud cover, we really don't drop all that much. So I expect your overnight lows to be into the upper 30s to right around 40. But I want to show you what happens as we move forward throughout the weekend. This is tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures top out around 66. As we move into your Sunday, at least the model data wants to warm us up into the mid and upper 70s. I still expect low 70s, but you're seeing where the models are trending even warmer. This is a part of a pattern where we really should see warmer temperatures, but with the warmer temperatures, we get more moisture around here. So you see your shower and thunderstorm chances as we move into Monday, but more shower and thunderstorm chances develop Tuesday night into Wednesday, potentially even into Thursday. And I'm talking the clusters of showers and thunderstorms that you typically would see in the middle of the summer, showing up a little bit earlier into the season. So next week could be active. That's why I say truly enjoy this weekend. These temperatures are Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, really all across the board are phenomenal, especially considering that our average high is 50 degrees, and we're going to be well above 50 as we go through the rest of that extended forecast beyond today. Traffic-wise, things are all good as well. We are all in the green this morning. There's one incident showing up towards the town of Burke, right by Sun Prairie, but that is not on the main road, so it's not causing any big issues. Just be mindful of that, though. Janesville, you're in good shape.
Mr. Reese, thank you very much. 6:37 now. We are seeing disparities in vaccine distribution in groups like communities of color and some rural populations. Wisconsin's Department of Health Services is divvying up more than $6 million in grants to local groups working with those underserved communities. That includes more than a dozen groups in Dane County. The African American Health Network of Dane County will use its nearly $50,000 grant to bring education and shots directly to people by partnering with community centers and churches.
Members of the African American Health Network are well trusted within the community. We can actually dispel a lot of the myths around this vaccine.
If you're interested in getting involved, you can learn more about these projects over on our Channel 3000 mobile app.
Time right now is 6:38. Parents, Nickelodeon is helping your kids get answers to their questions about the pandemic. This weekend, Nick News is taking real questions from kids directly to Dr. Fauci for some candid answers. Here's Chris Martinez with a preview.
Do I really have to wear 2 masks?
Caleb, you really only need to wear 1 mask.
Infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci is answering questions from some of the country's most inquisitive minds.
I didn't get to have a birthday party last year. Will I miss it again this year?
Natalie, it depends on when your birthday is.
This question and answer series is part of an effort by Viacom CBS's Nickelodeon to help address concerns kids have about the coronavirus pandemic.
And now, a Nick News break.
Questions were submitted by children across the country. Dr. Fauci's answers will be featured this weekend in a series of Nick News Breaks, an ongoing Nickelodeon segment that covers major news topics for young people. A number of kids, including 6-year-old Ella, asked about the safety of gathering with friends.
When will I be able to have play dates again?
You know, Ella, I would hope that by the time we get to the late spring and early summer, you could start having play dates. So hang on a little bit longer.
10-year-old Jade wants to know if it's safe to hug her vaccinated grandmother.
Even though you're not vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask when you're with her, and you could go back and get one of her really big hugs.
Kids can tune in this weekend to hear Dr. Fauci's responses on Nick, Team Nick, Nicktoons, and all of Nickelodeon's social media sites. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Nickelodeon is a Viacom CBS property along with CBS News. Sounds like they tackled some really interesting topics there, Leah.
What a great way to help kids understand the pandemic better, and using Dr. Fauci on Nickelodeon. I love that.
Yeah, and as a parent, I'm really interested in what he has to say, too. I'll have to check it out.
All right, 6:40 now. Let's take a live look outside. Mr. Reese talking about temperatures on their way up for your Easter weekend. He'll have a look at just how warm we'll get on your Friday.
And speaking of Easter weekend, we are in the 608 talking about what you can do to support local and get some Easter brunch. Chef Chris is dishing me up some good old food here. We're going to try it when we come back.
Hop on over to Ashley Home Store for the Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale. We're closed Easter Sunday, but shop Friday, Saturday, and Monday for big savings on our top looks, plus no interest financing for 5 years, and bonus discounts up to an extra 10% off our sale prices. Ashley Home Store.
Freshen the look of your home with a new find from Habitat Restore Dane County. Get great deals on cabinets, appliances, furniture, and building supplies. Visit Habitat Restore today.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2021 finalist, and the nominee is Fry Construction, Best Kitchen and Bath Design, Best Roofer. Vote for Fry Construction today at madisonmagazine.com.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In the Fitchburg area, contact Tarkenton Brothers Heating, Ventilating, and Air Conditioning for quality comfort solutions.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? And who decides what's right? Is it right for an insurance adjuster to try to get you to settle for less than you deserve? Is it right to let victims struggle to pay their medical bills? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. It means doing what's right for you. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams.
American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Hop on over to the Easter Weekend Beat the Clock sale, Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get savings of up to 40% off appliances, plus no interest financing for 12 months on top brands at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Tonight on CBS, the action begins with an all-new MacGyver at 7. At 8, when TC is sued by a disgruntled customer, he asks Rick and Jen to help prove that he's being scammed on Magnum PI. Then it's Blue Bloods at 9, followed by News 3 Now at 10. The latest news and weather you need to have before you go to sleep tonight.
Quarter to 7, many folks are preparing for Easter weekend here in the 608. And once again, things will be looking a little different during this pandemic. But there are options for your family to support local.
Yeah, and a way to make it easier if you're in charge of cooking for everyone on Sunday. So Josh Sprider is live at Chento this morning downtown with how your family can have a nice Easter brunch. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, plenty of options to support our local restaurants this weekend. A lot of restaurants adapting to meet the needs of those that want to dine in or stay home and enjoy Easter as well. Like you mentioned, we're here at Chento in downtown Madison, just right across the street from the Madison Public Library. And Chef Chris, you are up with us early. Thank you so much again for welcoming us in. I know it was
Thank you for coming in.
It was an early morning for you.
It was.
But you are looking forward to, you're excited for Easter weekend because you've got a great menu for those that want to come in or stay home as well.
Yeah, so we will be offering our full Easter brunch menu for those who are willing and able to join us. Please make a reservation. Obviously, spots are limited with our capacity restrictions. If you don't feel like joining us, we have offered this take and bake package. So I plated you up a little taster here. This is our prosciutto fontina strata. It's like a kind of a hammy, decadent, rich, eggy, cheesy bake with bread. And then this is our potato roasty hash brown and a little bit of aioli to eat them both with.
All right, don't mind me. I've been waiting all morning for this, guys. Take the mask off here for a moment. So talk a little bit about what's in the strata here.
Yeah, I like to think of it as like a crustless quiche. It's way easier, too. If anybody's looking to make quiche at home, save yourself the heartache, make the strata instead. It's like a mix of bread and vegetables, cheese, cream, meat, very rich. Bake right up in your oven. If you get our take and bake package, it takes about half an hour to heat back up in the oven.
And the hash browns, that's one of your favorite things to make.
It really is. And, people always laugh when I say that because we make such fancy food here. But, there's just something about the technique of making them that I find really satisfying. There's only about 3 things in it. It's like butter, salt, and potatoes. And I love making them. I put them on the menu whenever I possibly can.
That's excellent. So you have the take and bake brunch options. Talk a little bit about what options you're providing for people to kind of adapt the needs this year.
Yeah, so as I said, we have offered some take and bake packages, but our entire menu is available for delivery through Eat Street, Uber Eats. You can order it directly from our website. You can schedule a green cab to bring it straight to your house out of our oven, which is great. No waiting for them to drive around and pick up other stuff. We have spent the year trying to accommodate people who aren't comfortable coming in to dine with us. We really appreciated the community support we've gotten, and we want to support you too. If you feel comfortable staying home, please order in. We're happy to accommodate that.
Yeah, options available for everybody, right? So if you're comfortable coming in and making those reservations too, that's really important.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do make a reservation. We'd really hate for anybody to try to come and join us on Easter and not be able to get in.
Yes. All right. Well, hey, thank you again for having us in here, guys. I'm going to keep eating because I tell you what, I've been hungry since I woke up this morning at like 3:30, guys. And again, it does not disappoint like usual. Oh, it's going to be too big of a bite. I got to go a little smaller.
Go for it, Josh. And let me ask you a question while you've got your mouth
Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter to you too,
Oh,
Josh.
great.
What does what's it taste like, and what exactly are you eating again?
So this is that strata, and it kind of reminds me of like an egg bake. My mom makes it usually for Easter. This is probably what I'll be having on Easter Sunday, but just kind of an egg bake that has all of your favorites in it. And I do, those hash browns are fantastic. Yeah, like that's like, there's something special about that, guys. So be sure to check out Tento this weekend.
A little breakfast hot dish.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it sounds delicious. Woo! Josh Brenner live at Cento this morning, getting you ready for Easter brunch. Thanks, Josh.
6:48 now. Let's turn over to Mr. Reese with a beautiful Easter weekend.
Absolutely. Temperatures are going to be on the increase as well. We are really warming things up, especially perhaps by the time we get you towards Easter Sunday. That's sort of a true shot at seeing those temperatures into the 70s. We're at 25 degrees this morning. Not a lot of wind out there, so there's no concern about a wind chill, but nonetheless, temperatures are cooler. We'll warm things up, though, this afternoon, closer to average. We'll be at 43 by 12 o'clock. Expect that high right around the 50-degree mark before we're in the mid-60s tomorrow, low 70s for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We'll also turn more active next week. We're tracking more chances for those showers and thunderstorms as well.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Stick around, folks. The morning sprint is coming up right after the break.
We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off. Plus, get 4 years free financing and get tax included on purchases over $4.99. Two-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $8.99, tax included. Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture.
Kids learn from our example. So what would they learn from Deb Kerr? Kerr covered up a school financial scandal. Her employee overdrew the school's account by $500,000. Instead of firing him, she paid him on leave for a year, then lied to get him another job, saying, quote, "He's a good steward of public funds." Honesty and integrity are important for our schools. Vote to show our kids a good example.
Heard of nuts.com? It's the best kept secret of savvy snackers all over the country. Incredible nuts, dried fruits, organic snacks, and gluten-free treats. There's something for everyone to love, including free shipping with your first order.
Best pistachios ever.
Love the dried peaches.
White chocolate toffee cashews are awesome.
The holy grail of honey sesame sticks.
The quality has made me a customer for life.
With so much to love and free shipping with your first order, check out nuts.com.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
One call, that's all. There is no way I could have done this on my own without Gruber Law Office.
They were phenomenal. They got our life back on track, and I couldn't be any more happier.
I would definitely go to Gruber Law Offices again.
Do what you do well, and that's exactly what Gruber Law Offices do.
I would refer the whole world to this wonderful agency.
They just put their best foot forward. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices. Call the champs. If you want to win, call Gruber.
Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture. Top brands on sale. And get tax included on any purchase over $4.99. Plus, get 4 years free financing with Queen Pillow Top just $3.49. Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture.
Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We have another election deadline coming up today. Today is the last day to register to vote at your municipal clerk's office before Election Day on Tuesday. You can go in person until 5 this evening during regular business hours. If you can't make it today, you can still register to vote at your polling place on Election Day itself. There are a number of local races and one statewide race for state school superintendent.
The Minneapolis police chief will take the stand today in the Derek Chauvin murder trial. Yesterday, Chauvin's supervising agent, who is now retired, testified that officers should have stopped their restraint of George Floyd. Jurors also saw Floyd's girlfriend cry on the stand as she recalled their 3 years together.
We are following some breaking news. Within the last 20 minutes, we have learned Iran will welcome the return of the U.S. to the Iranian nuclear deal. In a virtual meeting with the European Union, China, France, Germany, Russia, and Britain, Iran said they are committed to preserving that agreement. The Trump administration withdrew the U.S. from that agreement back in 2018. The group says they will continue talks in Vienna next week.
Developing this morning, within the last half hour, we've learned at least 51 people are now dead after a passenger train derailed in Taiwan overnight. More than 100 are injured. That train had been carrying nearly 500 people at the time of the crash. Taiwan's government says the train had come off the rails in a tunnel, causing some carriages to hit the wall. The transport ministry says it's the island's deadliest train disaster in more than 3 decades.
The Biden administration is ending a Trump-era rule that automatically rejected certain immigration applications. During the Trump administration, agencies would reject applications when a blank space was left on the forms for things like middle name or other names used.
Americans who lost their jobs last year and have already filed their tax returns will have one less headache to deal with. The IRS will automatically recalculate the returns to account for the new stimulus tax break. The IRS will send any refund directly to taxpayers. Those payments will likely start in May and continue into the summer.
Fans making their first return to the Brewers Stadium since 2019 for opening day, and they got to watch an incredible game at the newly named American Family Field. The Brewers were down 5-3 in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. Travis Shaw tying it up with a double. The Brewers wrap it up in extra innings with a walk-off. Final score there, 6-5.
Thrilling finish yesterday, it really was. So with another holiday coming up, the CDC is urging people who are celebrating Easter or Passover to limit their interactions, despite more vaccines going into arms. Health experts are still worried about a 4th wave. Cases are rising in at least 26 states, including Wisconsin. We are seeing an 11% increase in new cases per capita. That was last week compared to the week prior.
You will start to see more ads about getting vaccinated against COVID. The Biden administration plans to spend $10 million on an ad campaign encouraging people to get their shots. The HHS is using the slogan, "We can do this." They're framing it as a way for Americans to fight back against the pandemic. Wisconsinites ages 16 and older will be eligible to get their shot starting Monday.
Today is World Autism Awareness Day. According to the CDC, autism now impacts 1 in 54 kids. Children with autism face a lot of obstacles, including having trouble communicating. So this campaign is meant to eliminate the stigma of autism by showing support, understanding, and acceptance. You can now get involved by taking a selfie, wearing something blue, and posting it on social media with the hashtag World Autism Day or Light It Up Blue.
And we are planning your day. Expect more sunshine out there, folks. Grab those sunglasses as you head out the door. A little chilly this morning, but we'll top out around 50 as we move into the afternoon. So you'll want a jacket this morning also. 25 in Madison earlier. We've now bumped up to 27. 25 for our friends in Janesville right now. This weekend will be spectacular.
Look at that. I really hope you get out and enjoy this weekend, folks. Have a great one. We'll see you Monday.